I'm trying to fight the I don't want to say the urge, but it's like I be having reluctance before I get on this shit. You feel me? Cause I'm just skeptical, bro. Like I'm skeptical. Like first of all, I want to give a shout out to all the YouTubers. You know, ever like every now and then I like looking at shorts. You feel me? Sometimes I stumble in somebody else shorts, but it be a lot of weirdos, and I be thinking like, I hope I don't come off as that. Like these motherfuckers be characters on this shit. Like it's just one chick, she got like 1,000 piercings in her face. I don't know why they always try to give me her channel. Then there's another nigga. I think I don't know. It's just a bunch of weird people that look like they can get like on a Mortal Kombat movie or some shit. Like a cast of characters. You remember how RIP, but Triple X Tentacion, I never even knew none of his music. But I started seeing Fam because he never had no eyebrows. I should be like, who is this nigga on YouTube with no eyebrows? You feel me? Shit crazy. So sometimes I be saying to myself, with so I don't know. I'm skeptical about anybody that blow up in that kind of regard. You feel me? My shit from the like I got the butter from the duck. My shit is homegrown, grassroots, all 5,000 subscribers, piece by piece, bit by bit. I earned that. You feel me? I earned that. With that said, once I hit the 5,000 mark, I kind of just was like content. I ain't gonna even lie. I've been doing less videos because it's like I was grinding, dog. Like I was grinding for real, for real. I'd put in the work when I needed to, or when I wasn't even trying, I was putting in the work with so much content, dog. Like you want to talk about content, bitch? I was my own channel, nigga. I could have ran a whole MTV3. You could have had MTV, MTV2, then MTV3 could have been just about me. That's how much content I was providing. That's how many scenes I was on. It's just like shit just kept happening around me. Like every 3 days, I would see something newsworthy, CNN worthy. Fuck, just newsworthy. You feel me? And I was like, damn, look at all this. But it nothing never popped off. You feel me? And so nowadays, it's like I look at it like a person that's a podcaster. Shout out to the person who came in and gave me a like. A person that's a streamer and a podcaster, they kind of earned that shit. What I mean by that is, it's two ways to go about being a streamer. Either you a loser that refuse to get out your parents' house, and you got some just nice ass parents, and you just get to just chill out and don't work and just fucking stream all day. That's one option. Then the other option is you've already made it in life, and now you financially established to where you could just fucking take a shot, because you don't just make money off of YouTube. It ain't no just you make fucking money. You gotta do crazy numbers and build that cast up. So how do you build it up? You gotta have time to stream. A regular motherfucker don't got all that time. Outside of a homeless people, don't get me wrong. I got 17 people in here that's gonna last about 30 seconds. But it's homeless motherfuckers in a box. That get, as soon as I said 30 seconds, the motherfucker. Shit, I was wishful thinking. This motherfucker is sleeping in the box right now. I got even a bigger audience. So I'm kind of skeptical about the people that engage in these videos. Like I'm kind of the belief that people like to see people struggling. I think people find it entertaining when you struggling. Like if you look like you equal or doing better than the motherfucker, they don't want to see you. You feel me? Like it's the crazy part like this. Like I love the shit talker Floyd Mayweather. I'm talking about when he first started calling himself Money Mayweather, when he took on that persona. I love the shit talk. I just loved everything about the nigga. Two of my favorite shit talkers in the entire world. Birdman and fucking Floyd Mayweather. The nigga Floyd Mayweather is a better shit talker because he made more money than Birdman. But Birdman is the original shit talker. So I used to watch Floyd videos, and I remember that nigga show his garage. And nigga had, like, mind you, what Rick Ross doing now, Floyd had been did. And I was just, but Rick Ross don't make you, like, dislike him when he's showing his shit. I don't dislike him when I'm watching. And not to say that I dislike Floyd, but I was always such a fan. And it just, I don't want to use the word pompous or whatever, but it's just like, after a while, I was like, God damn, nigga, every video is stunting. Like, goddamn, what's the humbling? Show us, and I'm gonna give a quick example real quick. And I don't know, I didn't want this conversation to go there, but we might well take it up. I watched throwback videos of Floyd Mayweather when they used to have HBO. I don't know if they called it 24/7, but it would follow like a boxer around, right? Somebody say Officer Ricky, y'all niggas. So Floyd Mayweather at their family reunions, they used to have boxing competitions. Imagine that. You can't ain't no soft niggas in that family. You imagine you just a nigga that don't like to fight. You just a smart nigga or a pretty boy. You gonna get your ass whooped in Floyd Mayweather family. Bitch, family reunions, they make them little niggas put on. You can almost call that shit child abuse. They made them niggas. And so the nigga from the streets, I would have liked to see Floyd talk about his upbringing or Brad more so. It just make you more relatable. Like, we know you rich as fuck. And you could do that shit. You could stunt once a month or once a week. But when you do it every day, this shit kind of overwears itself. I say I like to say, back to this podcast and shit, motherfuckers who done carved out a niche for themselves the way they can make money, that's because they was already successful and they was able to put 24/7 into this shit. I got too much shit in my real life that I can't come on this bitch every night after working a real job and talk about everybody's stories and this is what's going on. I don't give a fuck. I'm just like a regular person. I want to report the shit and talk about it and chop it up with y'all, but I don't give a fuck to do no investigating on what the fuck happened. If it ain't just come across like real life conversation, I ain't got time to be that invested. And I imagine, and I'm gonna tell you another thing why I won't never true if I ever pop off with this streaming shit or whatever. Because as soon as I do pop off with this bitch and I make me some significant money, I'm gonna be out the game. Like, I got a fucking limit. Like, really though, like, I be working my ass off. I've said in prior videos that I'm never satisfied. No, I got a number in my head. You feel me? I got a number in my head that obviously the money, I never like get tired of making money, but it won't be need. I won't need this avenue. I could be my own investor with other projects that I want to do that it takes money to do. Shout out to the nigga Cartel Bo. I never really knew other nigga, but the nigga just dropped so much knowledge tonight, and it just is a reminder to myself how lazy. I'm a trivial person. I can tell you all this trivial shit, all this academia, all this scholastic shit. But when it just, I can tell you about paying bills too and life skills. But when it just comes down to being innovative and like two niggas, I'm gonna just mention two people as an example. Sauce Walker, and mind you, I don't even know this nigga Cartel Bo, but I'm gonna just use him as an example because he gave me that impression. Two niggas that you look at like, man, these some like ghetto niggas. I'm pretty sure I'm smarter than these niggas. Wrong. Wrong. It remind me of, bro, I'm gonna tell you a funny story. Years ago, is this nigga, he's doing life in prison, right? Before the nigga went to do life, I used to bet this nigga all the time. And I'm like, this nigga's a killer, like a real serial killer, no lie. Smarter than the motherfucker, super smart. And I used to, and I ain't never disrespect the nigga, but in my head, I used to be disrespecting the nigga. I'm like, ain't no fucking way a crash shot. This is the original crash shot. And his last charge that he caught with murder, he killed like 3 niggas, jumped out of a fucking van, broad daylight with a chopper shooting. That's like some stupid nigga shit. We call that stupid nigga. You don't expect a nigga to have a high IQ. And this nigga won every bet, every trivial fucking question against me. And I was like, this nigga, I say I like to say it because I'm getting diverted. My point that I'm making is fucking, you'll look at these two niggas that I just mentioned, you'll see the grills and shit. You'll probably see like the accents or whatever. And you'll say, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, Sauce is like one of my favorite rappers. So obviously, you know, he ain't stupid with how his wordplay. But I'm talking about, you just wouldn't expect these niggas to give the insight. Like, Sauce was talking about having a tire shop and this and that. And these niggas go to talking numbers and shit, making it do what it do, crunching numbers like fucking, like Harvard graduates. And I say to myself, I could tell you all this shit, this fucking trivial information that don't matter. My mama used to tell me this shit all the time. I used to be looking like she hating and dissing me. But she like, you full of fucking useless information. And it's like, it feel good when you kicking it with a bitch when you coming up in life and you could drop all this knowledge. Be like, oh, you're so smart. But is that shit putting money in your pocket? I'm probably Jeopardy biggest fan. I can answer 6 questions on Jeopardy night, which is more than most motherfuckers. But is that shit putting money in my pocket? And that's the thing that I think I'm trying to make that transition into, which is like I was just telling this lady. I look at myself like semi-retired, which is I don't like to work. I'm doing kind of 3.5 days a week. You feel me? And hopefully I can get down to 3 days, and then I get down to 2 days, and then next thing you know, my business pop off, whatever. But right now, I don't do no 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days. Kiss my ass. So with that said, I'm a semi-retired, and now it's a matter of formulating. Cause I understand half of the equation is scared money don't make money. You scared to invest your own money. Maybe you should try to get a loan. I don't do loans. I never grew up under that umbrella of borrowing. I'm never gonna get into the system of borrowing. I don't need shit. If I can't afford to do it myself, I don't need it. So then the next step is risking my own money. That's scary. It's always been scary, but like I understand scared money don't make money. So the next step is then challenging myself in a sense of how do I well first of all, let's back up a little bit. You gotta have capital. So that's what the working part time is. It's to build capital and try to have something to invest. Then the second step is after you work to have something. Then it's like, okay, how do I formulate this shit and make this bitch make money for me? Let me read some of these comments, man. I done got so in tune to what I'm saying. Hannah Mary say, hello, what are we talking about today? Baby girl, I'm all over the board with it. Earlier I was talking about celibacy. Anybody want to go check that post I did earlier out, man? That'll be dope, man. I was really like going in, feeling myself about that. She said Officer Ricky when I said the thing. Hannah say again, I'm a hairstylist and thinking of doing videos of my hair service to my clients and post them on social media. Of course. That's guap. Dog, let me tell you something real quick, dog. They got a nigga on Facebook. He's like the braiding grandfather or something. He braided his granddaughter hair. It's one thing to braid your own daughter hair. Listen, my proudest moments, dog, I just thought was the flyest shit ever, bro. I used to love my mama coming to like on this little crib I was renting, and my mama would come by, and I get her to sit on the back. I don't know how she'd do it. She had a truck, so I sit on her tailgate, and I have her sit below me, and I plait my mama. Well, first I part her hair and grease her scalp, and then I plait her shit. I always just thought it was a dope look because I was nailing a bunch of women at that time. And for anybody passing, they can say, "Oh, I'm a mom." I like my mama don't think I'm a mama's boy, but I consider myself a mama's boy. Having said that, so when I had a daughter, that was the next funnest thing, which is doing my daughter. Man, I used to do my baby mama hair. This girl, dog, like, listen, you know what made me so mad, dog? My baby mama, she half Puerto Rican. The motherfucker, her hair is like that. Puerto Rican shit is curly, long, all that shit. Well, not when natural, when she lets it grow. So when I met my baby mama, it was a decent size or whatever her hair. But I grew that motherfucker, boy. I got growing hands, you feel me? I grew her shit. Bitch, my baby mama shit was fucking right here, bitch. Titty level, you feel me? She calling that bitch now. Bitch looked gorgeous, dog. My baby mama looked like that girl, what's Jussie Smollett's sister name? All of them got a name with a J and Smollett at the end. Journey Smollett. That's exactly who my baby mama looked like. So fucking anyway, bitch, my baby mama grew her shit long. When we broke up, she got with the next nigga in this hoe. I mean, I don't want to call him a hoe, but that woman cut her shit, bro. I was so mad. I was like, bitch, you know how long it took me to get your hair like that? So anyway, fast forward, my daughter plaiting her hair and doing her hair and shit like that. It's just a beautiful thing, dog. It's bonding, dog. Like, it's just a bonding moment. And for women to see that, I always thought that made me a fly nigga. So when I see the braid and grandfather on Facebook, and this nigga can braid. I can't do none of the shit he could do. Like, if I could do like, I say all that to say, if I could do hair like the braid and grandfather on Facebook, Bitch, I would have been a hairstylist. You think I would have took? Niggas want to drive trucks and CDLs and all these badges and shit and shit I done did in my life that make money and shit. Fuck all of that, nigga. I would have been braiding hair. Do you know what a bitch can charge for hair? They hold. We talk about these new barbers that like got an app and say hit me on the app and all that shit. Fuck them niggas. You know how much, dog? It's a girl I call her my little sister Nicole. I took her to get her hair did before. Bro, when I took the girl to get her hair did, it was her birthday coming up. So I said, well, I'm gonna go all out for little sis. I ain't gonna, as a cheap bastard, I'm trying to go all out for little sis, right? So I said, bitch, I'm finna spend at least 130 on her hair. I'm thinking that's decent. Like, mind you, this years ago, but it's at least 6 years ago, or 7 years ago, right? So, yeah, about 7 years ago. So I'm like, okay, that's a good price to pay 130 to get some hair did. Nigga, we go to the little whole shop. This bitch got a book, right? She got the book got all the hairstyles she did. All her shit, the minimum starts at $500. I looked at the book, I looked at little sis, I looked at the bitch who was supposed to do the hair. I looked at the book again, I look at little sis, I look at the bitch. I was like, I gotta watch my tongue. You know how many women I know coming up in this world that sell pussy? They didn't make $500 a day. Some scrippers, as much as they want to glamorize it, it's depending on what city you in and what night it is, you not making $500 in a night. This bitch is just twiddling her fingers with one head for 4 hours. $500. I was like, what's the point of hoes selling pussy? Everybody need to go to beauty school. What's the point of scripting? Give me a beauty. Bitch, I ain't never been lucky enough in my life to meet a woman that know how to fucking do hair. I met some bitches that'll fuck my braids up so, like, another bitch don't holler at me. But I ain't never, bitch, that's what I think I'm going to set my goal as. My next goal is to meet a bitch that do hair. That's the bitches with money. That's the women who make money. You got money on your fingers at all points. You don't need a shop. You don't need nothing. You don't need no, don't give a fuck if you got no cosmetology license. Ain't no bitch coming in and saying, are you certified? No. That's the money. So to the shorty, I say all this to go back to the point who say she a hairstylist and she thinking about doing videos with her. Baby, what you waiting on? What you waiting on? This shit unlimited money. It's unlimited. You ain't even... And if I'm dealing with a woman, not that I'd be picky, but I probably would, ain't no retwisting no dreads. You kiss my ass. Fuck no. We know that game, bitch. That's like giving massages out and saying you ain't a prostitute. Ain't no retwisting no dreads. Ain't no motherfucking massages. Bitch, you want to do bitches' hair and you doing sew-ins and all that other shit. That was what we doing. And then I thought about another thing. And maybe, I don't know, I'm getting a little old, but maybe I'll probably try this one day. Because it was a mindset when I was in my mid-20s, when I had this ex-girlfriend going to beauty school. I was thinking about, shit, I could just make lace fronts. You feel me? Like, this when lace fronts first started to get popular. And my old lady, she used to bring her mannequin home. And I help her. We'll play with the shit. She got, like, little tracks. She put a little wave count. You lay the tracks. Then you could dye the hair. I thought that was fun. It was like arts and craft. You feel me? And I was like, motherfuckers get paid to do this shit. This shit is therapeutic. This shit fun. So I was like, bitch, if I ever learn how to really make a lace front on a little mannequin and then how that be, oh, I'm gonna fuck their ass up. And then the last thing I'll say on that subject, because y'all got me excited, I'm feeling good. It's similar. I would imagine I get the satisfaction as dressing a woman. Like, I always like the women I dated to take strong consideration of what I think they should put on. I know niggas gonna be like, oh, you controlling ass nigga. No, man. It's like, if you're supposed to be my muse and I'm excited by you and you supposed to be impressing on me, you know how motherfuckers say, you know, as long as they, you know, bitches will say, rather, they say, long as my man love it. Okay, so vice versa, as long as my woman love it, right? So same thing, as long as your man love it, motherfucking put on some shit that I love. And who knows what I love more than me? I could give you your whole fucking wardrobe, and I've, in better circumstances, financed that shit. It's my shit. Nah, it's a catch to that. I don't want to get down that rabbit hole. If I finance it and this shit don't work out, it's still my shit. It's going to the next bitch. But at least you had it. It's just like when you working at a news station, they them hoes don't get to keep all that shit, bitch. So anyway, yeah, man. Let me see what some more comments talking about. Bro, stop cussing. I'm trying, dog. I really gotta work. I really think this. Look, I was just about to say this. I really think part of this thing is like kind of like when people say media training. I do look back at my videos sometimes and I say, damn, could I have articulated myself better without so much curse words? But that's a retrospect. In real time, this is just how I speak. But I do gotta work on that. I agree on that. Um, Bill Kramer. Shout out to Bill Kramer. Hell of a name. What up, man? Man, I'm blessed, dog. Blessed, bro. I'm only popping the SH a little bit more. Take my black behind to sleep. Another work day, and then get all my thoughts together. My daughter's birthday coming up. I'm super stoked about that shit. I'm stoked. I got a lot of ideas and plans and this and that. So I'm really stoked about that. Like, her birthday is my birthday. So her birthday is better than my birthday. So that's what that is. What the fuck you doing, boy? Just popping SH. Bro, is you FBA or not? I think you cosplaying us. Okay, so if I'm cosplaying and if bro is still lingering around somewhere who say I'm cosplaying, what am I cosplaying? Like, if I'm cosplaying, what am I really then? What am I really? If I ain't FBA, what am I really? You feel me? And let me say this. I thought about this shit. Mind you, like, anybody catch me getting Georgia compliments 100,000 times a day. But being in Georgia also makes me think different things. Like, look at shit in a different way. Perfect example. Atlanta is what runs Georgia, right? It's the fucking heart, soul, economic engine of Georgia. Not to say that other parts wouldn't be able to sustain through agriculture, but Atlanta is what brings motherfuckers into Georgia, and then they might say, okay, this Atlanta shit is a little too much for me. Let me go to another part of Georgia. So just because Atlanta brought them, don't mean they gonna leave Georgia. They might like other aspects of the shit. Or it might make a motherfucker say, okay, I want to play in Atlanta, but I don't want to live in Atlanta. So they get close to it, but they don't go in. That's why all that other shit grew around Atlanta, right? This is the point I'm making. Motherfucking, damn, here go, I'm cursing, but I got to get my point across real quick. I was talking to this white girl, super cool. I forgot what part. Don't get me to lie, say what she stay at, but it's somewhere away from, it's north of Griffin, Georgia. Let's put it like that. But yeah, it's 30 minutes away from Atlanta. 30 minutes away from LaGrange, Georgia. This is my point. White girl. Not only just a white girl, and then put it in the put it in perspective. She's a country white girl. Like, you could tell the way I don't know if y'all could tell, but I could tell a female that ride horses. Anybody that ever seen a female that ride horses, they kind of walk like they got a saddle between their legs. Like, it's just a kind of unique walk. So country white girl. So I say, shit, you work where I live at in the city. I don't live in Atlanta nowhere near it necessarily. I was like, you work here when you live closer to Atlanta. Atlanta got all the jobs. Why you just don't go work in Atlanta? You should have seen that white girl face. It was like, hell no. It was almost, it said a whole mouthful of what my point is about to be. Too many niggas. And the crazy part about it is the Negroes is what make Atlanta what it is. Black excellent. Black this, black that, black this. It brings so much ingenuity. But at the same time, white people have done so well. Because when you think Atlanta, you think of a black city. You probably think it's the most blackest cities of all time. But white people have done well in the cuts, in the shadows of all the little outside counties and shit around that of making their money. So, perfect example, this is how I like a white man to make their money who live in Georgia. You have your permanent Atlanta company, right? Okay. Now let me move my company to all these little cities Meaning that whether it be delivery of this good, that good, all this shit, mind you, doesn't have a fucking ocean or a port like Savannah, Georgia. So why does Atlanta bigger than Savannah? You gotta ask yourself. Now, obviously, I don't want to talk about the trains and all how they set up the trains when it really supposed to be a little bit further south. We're not gonna talk about all that. I'm just giving you the actual climate of what makes Atlanta Atlanta. It's branding that if you too smart black man, especially if you African. Oh my God, who would have thought Georgia got all the Africans? Bitch, I never seen so many Africans in my life. And I'm gonna answer that question. Buddy say, "Are you Haitian?" No, I'm not Haitian. You would think if you'll come to Atlanta, you'll come to Georgia and think you see a bunch of Haitians. Cause guess what? Africans can speak French. On parle François? Oui. These motherfuckers speak French. So you would be like, what the fuck? You don't see all this shit in South Florida. You see Haitians. You see Jamaicans. You see Bahamians, Cubans, Puerto Ricans. You don't see all that. In Georgia, oh, so I say that to say, you look at the Georgia mayor who was stealing all that money and shit. This nigga was fresh from Nigeria. So Atlanta attracts all. And another thing about the Georgia field would make it so, I don't know how to word this shit, but it's so much opportunity. What I mean by opportunity, dog, I never been in a place where I felt like I can go be a mayor in this city, the next city, this city over. I can get on the county commission. Even where I'm from, and it's Jamaicans who come from other countries, and it's other people that come from other countries in South Florida that become, but you still don't feel like you part of that because they got like they grassroots that they already stitched in with. You feel me? Like for instance, South Florida got like one of the biggest Jamaican populations ever. Maybe Brooklyn will probably beat it, and I doubt Brooklyn could beat it. But if Brooklyn don't beat it, it's definitely South Florida. So with that said, you come in like a place called Lauderhill, Florida. If y'all ever heard of Lauderhill, some people try to nickname it Lauderhill. It's where Triple X Tentacion from, Lauderhill, Florida. Fucking Lauderhill is like baby Jamaica. If you have all these constituents, you got ties into the community where your people, like there's a guy named Thurston. He's a lawyer, Jamaican lawyer. He goes unopposed. His kid jumped into it unopposed. R.I.P. Alcee Hastings did a lot of pro-black work. It's these networks of black people that have been doing politics for so long that you don't feel like it's something that you can actually get into and actually win. In Georgia, bitch, this shit is open game. You come with first of all, to get into the race don't cost that much. Second thing is, people was like so open-minded here, like in the sense that they'll give you a shot. Okay, nigga, we've been doing bad already. How much worse can we do, nigga? You win. Fuck it, we voting for you. And you know, it's good things that come out of that, and then it's bad things that come out of that. So I think that's what keep leading all the black people to come to Georgia is this shit just seemed like the Mecca, dog. Like I don't think nothing gonna stop that feeling. I think what keep the white people from leaving is there's always money to make when niggas is around. That's the thing that I had to wait all these years of my life to learn. And I thought about that tonight, working with this young white guy. Cool kid, but he's a weed head. And I'm saying to myself, this kid not that smart. Not only is he not that smart, the weed has cooked his fucking brain. And I said to myself, this is what the Trumps of the world and all these old oligarchs and white people are scared of. They know their grandkids are some fucking fried brain drug addicts. And you lose. This shit is one thing about this life. I think the older I get, the more understanding I get. Because I look at people now, like when I looked at bro, I ain't look at him like, man, look at this stupid ass cracker. I just said, look at this kid that really can't catch a clue. But he works hard. He definitely works hard. And that's something I can't even say for a lot of young niggas. So he got a chance in life because working hard is half the battle. It's actually having some kind of wit up here to sustain yourself. Otherwise, you're going to work yourself into the goddamn ground. And they're going to find another you in another day. So it's a mindset of, I say to myself, man, this new future, just like, even I ain't going to even stunt. Like, let's talk about working real quick. Just working for all my workers who might be chiming in on this shit. In my day, and I forgot who I mentioned it. I was talking to a female about this shit. When I was coming up, it was no such thing as a no call, no show. Nigga, I lost one of the best jobs, lost one of the greatest little. I had an efficiency in Deerfield Beach, Florida. Nigga, beautiful efficiency, fucking mad bitches. And I lost my shit off of no call, no show. Because I was sick and I was debating on whether I was gonna go to work. And I kept debating up until the last minute and then I ended up falling asleep. And so 4 hours after my shift done started, meaning no call, no show, because I ain't show up and I'm 4 hours late. I called like, oh, my bad, man, I fell asleep. I was done. And these days, nigga, you could be on the same job, depending on what kind of job it is. Mind you, not a career maybe, but maybe even with a career, but a job, bitch, no call. I don't want to go to work today. Fuck this shit. Your job will still be there tomorrow. It's a new time. Motherfuckers get the text and talk on the phone in front of the manager. Nigga, we was taught to cut your phone off some places, leave your phone in the car, or we sending you home. And I said, God damn, boy, the standards, the work standards, the game done changed. And I don't want to be an old nigga for too long in that environment. That's why I say it's time for me to make that transition to entrepreneurship, but it take capital to start that, and that's what I'm doing now. But I ain't finna work myself into the ground getting the capital. That's why I sound like semi-retired. Having said that, though, fucking, it's just a new mindset that I say I can't be. I noticed that all the hardest working people on each job I've been to is older people. The little niggas is like, man, we on some scamming shit. Bitch, whatever, bitch. I can go do this. And these niggas, I heard a little nigga say this shit not too long ago. This was the wildest shit I ever heard in my life. That's when I realized I can't fuck with these little niggas. I'm scared of these little niggas. We were just talking about shit, life, right? So I'm trying to relate to these niggas, tell my little tough stories and shit. So we talking about jail and shit, and these niggas talking about jail. Do you know this little nigga just randomly said, he said, man, come on, y'all, boy. I swear to God, this shit was like a Drewski skit. The nigga, he looked at us dead ass, he said, come on, y'all, boy. That shit be fun as fuck, dawg. Be real now. That shit be fun. I was like fucking mortified. I said, this nigga said that shit be fun? That's the nigga I gotta stay away from. I don't never want to get on a nigga bad side. I got an attitude like a motherfucker. I'm not getting on a nigga that think jail is fun. I don't even give a fuck if you the toughest nigga. You could be the toughest nigga and you don't want to go to jail. You just have to deal with it if you got to. But you're not looking like, you're not saying, oh, bitch, take me to jail, bitch. We finna have fun in the hole. It's no pussy in that bitch. It's your porn, bruh, coming up back in the days, depending on the jail, if you was lucky to get a Jet magazine, you could sneak that. And by the time you get the Jet magazine, a bitch already done ripped the beauty of the week out. You can't even jack your dick off the beauty of the week. Nigga done already ripped that shit out. So what the fuck are you trying to jack your dick off a L'Oreal fucking model or some shit? CoverGirl model. Fuck nah. Where's the beauty of the week at? Nigga got that bitch already posted on the wall with all kind of stain. I said all that to say, it's nothing fun about who fuck wants to. But this is the new era. New era don't mind going doing 20 fucking years, 30 fucking years. Just say, fuck this shit. It's gang all the fucking way. Fuck this shit. I got a problem with that. And not to say that I can't stop no little nigga, but I'm just simply saying that this is who I'm in the work field with. And so now it's time for me to bow out gracefully. Eventually, not now, but in the next 16 months, bow out gracefully. Hey, y'all boy, go ahead and handle y'all business because the work game has changed. I think what advantage I got is when I do start my business, I know I'm going to do a lot of this physical hard work. That's what I'm trying to save up energy for myself. Because one thing I'm going to have to deal with is I remember as a nigga from Miami, he came up to Atlanta and he tried to do like some fried crabs or some shit. I don't know. He had some shit popping in Miami, like conch salad and all that shit. Because, you know, you bring that type, like I cooked for my neighbor. I cooked some curry chicken the other day for my neighbor. Oh, my fucking God. That lady told me, my neighbor 79 years old, that lady say, hey, listen, when your next day off is, we going to the grocery store, you got to make me my own batch. And so I was a little insecure when I came up there, bitch, because like, is these people going to like my cooking? You feel me? I know South Florida, we got the greatest cooking though. I just was, you know what's so crazy? Most people in South Florida, your grandparents or the old people always talk about they from Georgia. And they'll be the motherfuckers cooking their ass off. So it make you think that, oh, bitch, I'm finna go to Georgia and taste me some of the greatest. Nigga, please. Nigga, please. Bitch, nigga, please. Ain't no nigga cook better than a South Florida nigga. If I'm wrong, take me as a foodie, bitch. We can travel this bitch doing to prove me wrong. Ain't nobody cook better than the bitch from Orlando down. Orlando, Tampa, all the way down, nigga. Please prove me wrong. So fucking is, and I say that 'cause a lot of these places don't use seasonings. They don't use the same seasons that we got. You mentioned the kind of fruits that we used to eat in this shit. You tell a bitch what's a guanaba. They look at you like guanaba. You ain't never had no papaya yogurt. Papaya yogurt. What's a papaya? They looking like what's these type of fruit? You forget we tropical. We can grow papayas. We can grow bananas. We can grow oranges. We can grow strawberry. We can grow every fucking thing that they grow in the islands in South Florida. So I say that to say our taste buds, and then you mix in all these Cubans, all these Puerto Rican, all these Jamaican, all these Haitian, St. Lucia, St. Virgin Island, all the fucking St. Kitts, fucking Trinidad, all this fusion of flavor popping in. I used to take Jamaican food and mix it with my griot. I take brown stew and mix it with my grill. You feel me? With the little pickles and shit like, oh, come on, dog. Anyway, I say that to say it gave me hope to know that, okay, I can do some cooking and make some money off of that shit here. But if I do a business, be mad at the worker trying to come up thinking that I got it to give and I don't got it to give. So I got to try to do shit like that. Anyway, well, you have to outwork the competition. My bad, Noah Boss. And I promise you, dog. Listen to what I tell y'all. I'm gonna make this commitment from here on. When I do my screaming, when I see a message pop up, whether I forget my point or not, I'm gonna address y'all because I do think it's kind of rude that I be just focusing on trying to finish my point rather than just to acknowledge y'all immediately. Y'all interaction is what make this shit, and I'm a firm believer of that. Whether I want to take this shit serious or not, I'm still a firm believer that y'all is what make this shit pop. Like, that's just, yeah. So I make sure that I drop everything I'm doing and interact when I see shit come across the screen. Bruh said, well, you have to outwork the competition. I appreciate that. You right to stand out. Most definitely, you do got to outwork the competition to stand out. My thing is this, though. You gotta be more creative. I ain't gonna say you gotta outwork the competition. Cause I'm not in life, period. I'm not trying to outwork nobody no more. That's why I think I fucked up a lot of my physical body, my whole physical health, trying to outwork a motherfucker to make another motherfucker rich. That's the first part. Not working for self, trying to outwork a motherfucker on the same job that's making the same man rich other than you are that person is foolish. Like you young cats say, diabolical. That was the diabolical shit. Busting your ass for a bitch don't give a fuck about your well-being. You feel me? Trying to outwork the next nigga so you can get some attention or notoriety or move up and it come. Fuck that shit. That's the first thing. Second thing is I think that I don't have an enemy period to outwork no one. I do it every day. Trust me, on my regular job, outwork motherfuckers without even trying. But what I'm simply saying is, that's not my desire to outwork a motherfuckers. I want to just be innovative and have. So perfect example. If you work from, I don't know, 8 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock at night, I just want to work from 6 to 1, 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. and be done. You can have all the other money. And I learned that from a lot of businesses. Shout out to once. I hate to keep bringing South Florida, invoking South Florida. But some of the best businesses, they make themselves exclusive with exclusive times. Like, I'm telling you, like, I used to work for a French company, French wine company to be exact. And I used to deliver French wine and French beer to fucking French restaurants, which is the upper echelon. Nothing gets more fancier than a French restaurant, not Italian, not Romanian. You could possibly say some Greek restaurants because them Greek motherfuckers got cash. But outside of that, French is the top of the line. French wine. You look at the Hennessy's, the Chandon, Moet, all this shit, bro, is French. So I say that to say, fucking these French restaurants had the weirdest times. You be like, how they make money? They only open 6 hours a day. And in those 6 hours, they doing what your restaurant doing in 18, 20 hours. Because they made themselves exclusive and they offering a service. Because that's really what a person want to feel catered to. They want to feel the servitude. They want to feel exclusive like I was able to get us into this shit. That's why you think about the upscale restaurants. Do you have any reservations, Ms. Zia? Because if you not reserved into this shit, bro, you can't. And you can look at the woman like, yeah, I know the owner or whatever. So I say that to say, I ain't trying to outwork the next man to stand out. I'm just trying to have the highest quality at an exclusive offering where it's not available all the time. Anybody can get my food when I start cooking, and anybody can get it. But the time frame to catch me is gonna be very exclusive. And then the days to catch me are gonna be very exclusive. You feel me? Because I at this point I've had it validated pretty much everyone I ever dated. But this older lady, the way she just be raving over my food, and I trust me, she's like the grandmother I never had. We're gonna eat. Hopefully we got many more places to eat at. But we done ate at some places, and I got to see her appetite as far as, and I try to get her to try all type of shit she never tried. And it'd be so funny. Like, I had her try a plantain. She never had a plantain. She like, I knew she go, who don't like a plantain? But then I had her try like Philly sushi. Basically they call it like a Philly sushi because it got Philly cream cheese in the shit. It come with smoked salmon. It got cut avocado, and what am I missing? Smoked salmon, cut avocado, cream cheese, and something else in the shit. Point is, and it come with seaweed and rice or whatever. Oh my God. She was not feeling that shit. Then I tried to try some other rolls and stuff like that with caramel in it. And I say that to say, for such a picky eater, for her to like my food and her to have lived so long, and for all the women I ever dated, especially the women up here in Georgia, everyone I ever cooked for, they just was like loving my shit. It give me that confidence, you feel me? And so, yeah, that'll be that. Anyway, I don't want to talk no more. I done did enough talking. I appreciate y'all rocking out with me. Monday we gonna rock out a little bit more. You feel me? And that's where we at with that. I've been trying to stay away from talking about world news and world affairs because I haven't had time to really chime in. I look at it, but it's nothing I really want to discuss that y'all don't already know about. So, anyway, man, y'all take care of love.